dreams of perfect weather for their wedding day. But when Mother Nature calls, nothing can stand in her way.
So when we left the house, it was raining slightly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then it just got heavier and heavier.
Yeah.
The closer to the lakes that we got.
You could sense something was different about the weather.
Jamie and Hayley didn't realise at the time, but the journey to their wedding was bringing them straight into the heart of Storm Desmond.
A major incident has been declared in Cumbria.
34 centimetres of rain in the Lake District in 24 hours.
More than 100 flood warnings in place, severe and potentially life-threatening.
Driving conditions quickly deteriorated as they were blasted by 100-mile-an-hour winds and torrential rain.
There was a lot of water lying, a bit like a river on the road. Yeah,
We saw several cars on the roofs.
Yeah,
it was like a disaster movie.
There were so many cars stranded in the water. It was a little bit on the risky side. But we didn't want to turn back. It was more like a mission. It was basically just hope for the best.
As the bride and groom battled their way towards the wedding venue, the storm was getting worse and worse. Meanwhile, the wedding guests were coming from all over the country. One guest, Dave, made it as far as Kendal, just 10 miles from the location, but all routes were flooded.
I thought, we are not going to make it to this wedding. We tried to turn back, but we couldn't turn back because you couldn't actually get out of the town. The town was completely blocked off.
The whole town is in turmoil.
It's closed. I told you we couldn't drive there. It's closed.
He pulled out his phone and captured some extraordinary footage of the raging storm. Dave and some other guests scoured the town for a place to spend the night.
Everywhere was flooded. It was underwater by meters. We actually went to a pub that was high up, and the next minute, a stream of water comes into this pub.
Unbelievable. This is some houses.
While their guests were struggling to find somewhere to sleep, Jamie and Hayley finally made it to the venue after a 6-hour journey. But the chance of them getting married there the following day was looking very slim.
It was highly likely that the registrars wouldn't be able to get to us. The manager said, if we can't get the registrars here tomorrow, what do you want to do? Do you want to carry on, or do you want to cancel the wedding? And my heart sank.
As morning came, the full devastation of the storm was becoming clearer.
When I woke up, it was about 7 o'clock in the morning. I put the news on.
Whole sections of the road simply left here as they were obliterated.
The aerial footage of the storms was just, it was quite shocking. I got really upset because people had lost their homes.
But almost miraculously, the storm suddenly died down and the sun came out. Dave and the other guests made it through to the venue, and the registrars turned up just in time for the wedding to go ahead.
Everyone had been through hell and high water, literally, to get to us. When everyone did make it, the atmosphere was wonderful.
It was just the best wedding ever. It in fact made it better because there was a story to it.
Coming up, the